corner with one of the great stylists that's living right in the ATL, no other than Mo. Mo has been in the industry for many years and has now got to a certain position where he's working only with celebrities. So right now we're going to go take a few minutes with Mo and get into his mind how it is working with celebrities. Now, Mo, you said you've been in the industry for many, many years, and now you're working feverishly as a celebrity stylist. Can you share some of the concerns that you're now seeing in this industry that might not have existed earlier in your years in the industry?
YouTube University.
YouTube University.
Yes, that would be the kryptonite to this industry right now. Which it's fine for some things, but you know, that is where I think our industry's majorly taking a hit now.
And when you say hit, what do you mean by hit?
Because it's like they're learning everything on YouTube. They could come to us, like back in the day, there wasn't too many people. Like you go to one local area, one area or whatever, and you might have 1, 2, maybe 3 really good weave stylists,
right.
Stylists that work with extensions well, flawless with a nice flat installation and everything. And now it's like everybody everywhere
right.
is doing it because they're showing you from A to Z on the website what they can do. And then it makes us take a hit because where we were able to charge $500, $600 for that service, that exclusive service, now you got people charging $50, $200. So we have to make competitive prices, you know, so that made us take a major hit, you know. And that's not the only thing, but that's like one major thing, and that's what I've been talking about for the last week.
Okay.
Getting this hashtag started, saving our industry, and that's one of the things to tackle. You know, I don't know how we could do it, how it can be accomplished, but I know that I'm not the only one in this industry that feels that way. And the crazy thing is, most of the ones who are doing the YouTube University, the professors at YouTube aren't even licensed. So it's just what they know or what they figured out how to do or whatever. I'm not knocking them, kudos, you know. Some of them have phenomenal work. Some of them have work better than some of the licensed stylists. But it still is taking away from our industry.
Right.
You know, you don't see a surgery from A to Z on YouTube.
Right. This is a very good point.
You know, it just doesn't happen.
And also we forget about the liability aspect.
Yes.
You know, with a licensed cosmetologist, if we do something to the hair and cause harm to a client, we can be held accountable for that. But if you're working with someone that's not licensed, there's no accountability of that stylist that worked on you. So that's an excellent point that you brought up. So again, the show, as we stated earlier, is to highlight the stylist. So what is Mo doing right now? What big things are going on with Mo right now?
Well, right now I just finished a show for Fox.
Okay.
Called Shots Fired. I was the department head for the show, which means, for those who don't know what the department head does, I designed the whole look for all the hair on the show. And I do have a hair team that I work with. I had a dynamite team, Joyce Gilliard and Demi Dixon, and also Wyatt Belton, barber. We pulled off 4 months shooting that show. Long, hard, full 4 months.
Wow.
And it was great. The show's going to be great. I'm not sure if it's going to air in the fall or the spring. It was initially slated for the spring.
Okay.
But they're looking, I think they were trying to move it up to the fall with all the police brutality stuff that is going on right now, just to keep the conversation
great platform
open.
To talk on.
Great platform. So I just finished that. And while I was on that, I actually got to work on my wig line.
Okay, so
So I've established my wig line.
How long did it take? Can you speak on that? Because I know it's very taxing to get things done the right way. So maybe you can elaborate on that.
Now, I've always done wigs. I've always worked with wigs. I've always made wigs and all that. And then I eventually started hand making wigs with the lace top closures and all of that. And then I just wanted to move to the next best thing, which was the full lace. So I was, once again, another bridge that I didn't burn with the company that I used to work with, their platform with, referred me to a manufacturer out of China that knew that I was ready to start working on my wig line. And I went with that for about 9 months to a year. And eventually, like by the time I got halfway through, I kind of got deterred because I was getting a lot of the samples back and they just weren't nailing it, like giving me what I wanted. So it's being manufactured as we speak. I have to stop. The website's not even up yet, fully up. It's just a home page that says it's coming. And actually, like within the next week or so, the web page should be up. And I'm real excited.
And we want to definitely support it. We want to definitely support it. So what is the name of the website?
It's called Mood Swings by Mo.
Mood Swings by Mo.
To piggyback that, I just closed my salon of 9 years called Attitudes by Mo. That's my whole umbrella, the Attitudes by Mo. That's been my slogan for years.
And what was the reason why you closed the salon?
It was just time for me to move to the next thing in my life. You know, I never seen me being a salon owner and retiring from salon ownership. I never seen that. When I did get my salon, it pretty much just fell in my lap. It was just like the Lord's plan. It's just how everything worked. It was divine order. And I just got to a point where I felt like my hands were tied. I couldn't do anything else. You know, I was more concerned about all of my stylists because I had a team of 15, 16 stylists. And between stylist, makeup artist, barber, and nail tech. I just felt like I was keeping my doors open more so for them. You know, because once you take on a business, it's not just you anymore. You're dealing with everyone else's livelihood that works in your business, you know. And I felt like I wasn't happy. You know, I was happy, I was good, I was content in what was going on, but that was the thing, I was too content. And I like to move, I like to reinvent, you know. And it was just time. I just felt like it was time. And every sign was there for me to close the door and go. And even when I thought I was going to do one more year just to make it a solid 10, when it was time to renew the lease, the landlord offered me 3 or 5 year. I'm not offering you one. That was my sign. I said, oh, hands washed, I'm done. And I told everybody, and you know, it was a tearful moment, but everybody was very happy. They understood because they know
your growth. They see your growth and what you're trying to accomplish. And you're doing it now.
Yes.
Because you said you closed your salon just what?
In December.
December, and look what you're working on now.
By February, I got the job for Shots Fired. I was a talent request. Sanaa requested me for the show. And it just took off.
Great.
You know,
so you're fulfilling your destiny as we're speaking.
I'm fulfilling my destiny. I definitely am. I'm very happy.
Oh, and I'm glad that you are. So my last question I have for you today, Mo, and again, we want to thank you for doing the interview. What would you like to share with the up-and-coming stylists, those who are just new in the industry, who paid their dues, they went to beauty school, and they now want to get out there and work in the industry? So what advice would you like to give them?
Always reinvent yourself. Always learn new things. You know, I know a lot of people, a lot of people get into the industry and they say, oh, I just like short hair. I just want to do short hair. I just want to do long hair. I just want to do natural. I just want to do whatever. But in order so that you don't get bored and stagnant, I always recommend learn it all.
Wow.
You never know what you'll end up liking. You know, I had a stylist who worked in my salon for years, and he would always tell me, I'm not doing no weave, I'm not doing no weave, I don't do no wigs, I'm gonna... Okay, I'm not that I force it on them, but I said, yeah, you will eventually, whatever. And I just knew some people speak on it because they're intimidated by it.
Right.
You know, and when we're intimidated by something,
yes,
we run from it.
Yeah, we usually hear that when somebody say they don't like
excuses,
something,
you know?
it's because they don't know how to.
And
I
from
don't
my
like doing this. I don't
over
care.
the years, that's what I see.
Right.
That's what I know it is. So it's okay. I'll just force it on them in a way where it's not, you know, so whatever. But I would have boot camps in my salon or whatever, and the group works, the group challenges would incorporate something like that. So I would put him with somebody who does a great weaves and he does good colors. So I put them two together, and then I'll do a challenge that has to do.
Okay, right to competition.
So it's like, and I say, now you just did that. You think that you wouldn't like it on me? Shut up and walk off. Now he's in New York working on Broadway.
Great.
He done styled Brandy's wig for Chicago.
Wow.
Doing all these other images with wigs at home, making wigs, all of this stuff. You know what I mean?
Great for you pulled that out of him,
yes.
though, right?
And he gave me a big thank you. He shouts me out all the time on Facebook and all these other social medias. So, and I'm grateful. And I get that right there. If I don't get any of these interviews, any Emmys, anything, any accolades, I'm fine with that, because I know the people who've crossed my path in this industry learn. They get to take something away from what I give, because I'm just a teacher an educator by nature. So don't shy away from things and say, I don't want to do that, I don't like to do it. You know, you might start to do it and might fall in love with it.
Right.
It's a might have a hidden talent that you never even knew existed, you know. But if you love doing hair, you should love doing all hair.
You have to be a universal stylist, you're saying.
Be a universal.
Oh,
yes.
Great. And that's the university you want to open up, right?
Yeah, right.
The Universal Stylist at Moe's University.
Yes.
How about that? See, now, if you use that name, you got to give me some money on that, okay? No, that's just a joke, Mo.
Make sure I can get this name.
That was just a little gesture there.
No.
But again, thank you, Mo, so much for being on our show.
So
Who Did the Do? May God bless you with much success. We're going to be looking for that wig line and more big things coming from Mo.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Now we're going to go to our next segment on Who Did the Do, called Hairstory. Hairstory talks about a particular hairstyle that has been here and will continue to be here until the end of time. Let me see if you guys can guess this particular hairstyle I'm talking about. You ain't got to lie, Craig. For all you Friday fans, I know you guessed it. Hair braiding. Hair braiding is an ancient art handed down from generation to generation from Africa. The origins of this art form can be traced back to Egypt as far as the 3400 BC. Hair braiding is a braid of a complex structure or pattern formed by interlacing 3 or more strands of flexible material such as textiles, yarns, wire, or preferably hair. Hair braiding at one point entirely wasn't embraced in the workplace, but now hair braiding can be seen in the boardroom to the runway, weddings by all cultures of women. This old business hairstyle is here to stay in the world of cosmetology. And there you have it. Thank you for tuning in to our episode of Who Did the Do. We'd like to thank Mo for taking time out of his busy schedule to meet with us and give us that great insight on working with those celebrities. Also, look out for his wig line that will be coming out very, very soon. We'd also like to give credit to our production team, Front Cover Presents, Rochelle Fletcher, who is fabulous and great. We love her to death. And also thank you for tuning in again to Who Did the Do. I'm your host, Khadijah. I am tired. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Let me do it over time. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. That's okay.
Just like the lawyer.
So silly. For giving us those great makeup tips. We also like to give credit to Front Cover Designs.
You weren't even ready. That's why you messed up. Front Cover Presents.
Front Cover Presents. And a great history of those individuals he worked with. Now we're going to go to our next segment on Who's Did to Do. Wow, I can do it again. Let's see that. The stylist who is